Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Welcome back. Welcome back. No, not welcome back. This is my first time covering Unturned 4 devlog. So welcome to the Unturned 4 devlog number 006. This was posted today, March 12, 2018 by Nelson, the developer of Unturned. And I just took a look at this. There's not a whole lot of information here, but we have a few screenshots that we can analyze and get psyched up for Unturned 4, which I think personally is just around the corner. The beta for it anyway. In fact, Nelson does talk about the beta coming up down there. We'll get there in a moment. I do not have any insider secrets about when this is going to arrive, but my zombie sense is tingling, and I'm thinking probably within, I don't know, maybe a couple of months or so. Hopefully before the summer anyway. I'm really stoked for Unturned 4. But if you want to follow along, I'll put a link down below in the description to the blog here, and you guys can keep tabs on it. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the new stuff here. We have art assets. We've got 2 home models, and you know what? Let's bring these up in bigger pictures. I did save them. And there we go. A nice big unturned house. The first thing you're going to notice here is it has now doors and windows built in by default. Really awesome. My guess is we're going to be able to shoot those out and smash them and board it up if necessary. And check out all the details. Nelson mentions the props in the blog. We have downspouts and gutters and vents and a hose over here all wrapped up, and a water spigot down there. A little trash barrel with a wheel. We got a walkway here, or flagstones or something. And then a step up to the door, which even has a little brass doorknob. Really detailed. Let's look at house number 2. So this is a different house, a different angle. This one appears to have a garage and a big garage door. The garage door is open right now, but my guess is there's going to be a usable door here. The door leading into the house actually has one of those easy latch type handles, which I have in my garage, because sometimes you have to open your garage with your elbow, you know, when your hands are full of trash or whatever. Really nice touch there. We've got a gas meter or a water meter or something. A different kind of hose holder. Another trash barrel over here, which is just like the ones we already see in Unturned now. But yeah, downspouts and vents all over it. Flagstones, and then this looks like some kind of piping here where the runoff goes into the pipe and then it's drained out of the yard. I actually have that set up in my yard, very similar to that. So yeah, those are the 2 house models. Let's get back to the blog. So obviously everything here is a work in progress. These assets, they could change over time. And if you have any feedback, then go ahead and provide that to Nelson. I'm sure he'd love to hear it. But his goal here is to improve the level of detail while staying within the original art style and improving performance. Yes, very nice. So here's why I think this beta is coming pretty soon. Nelson pretty much says it right here. The beta is on the horizon, and he's starting to prepare. And it looks like he's going to have a separate library entry. So you're going to have Unturned 3 and then Unturned 4 right under it in your Steam library. So instead of doing a beta branch for Unturned 3, Unturned 4 is actually going to be its own separate entity. The beta is going to be freely available apparently as well, and also on the Epic launcher, Epic Games launcher, because the game is being made in Unreal Engine 4. He's even working on some documentation for the game, so that could help new players get started. Very nice. So it looks like there's some concern about the lack of modability and plugin potential. But according to Nelson right here, that is not the case. It's actually going to be even more moddable and more robust. So there's going to be lots of mods and longevity added to the game. I'm going to skip the rest of that. It's pretty boring. Now this stuff down here, this is going to be awesome. Holstered items. Wearable items with storage can be marked to support a certain number of featured holstered items. So basically this is like a MOLLE backpack, which stands for Modular Lightweight Load Carrying Equipment. MOLLE, and there's going to be webbing and pouches, and you'll be able to attach your weapons to this thing, and magazines and tools and bedrolls and all that jazz. And it looks like you're going to have hip holsters for pistols. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Let's bring that up on the big screen. That one right there. That one right there, and it turns out it's the exact same size, but we can zoom in a little. Yeah, there it is. That's the MOLLE backpack. Whoa, back it up. Back it up. MOLLE backpack. Looks great. So here's a Camo Forest MOLLE Rucksack. And again, MOLLE stands for Modular Lightweight Load Carrying Equipment. And you can have all sorts of attachments on that. So guns, magazines, canteens, bedrolls, all that kind of thing. And I don't know exactly how Nelson's going to lay it all out, but it's going to be modular, which essentially is going to increase its capacity, right? So by default, this thing is 7x5 spaces, but you might be able to add a pouch to it, for example, and add more spaces to it. And I really like this, that your gun with the attachments are now shown in the inventory, and my guess is you'll be able to make changes right here, and it shows all the stats too, the modifiers. And lastly, we're going to have ability stats. Now, there are 2 stats apparently in Unturned 3, but there's going to be a lot more in Unturned 4, and they're going to probably come into play much more often. So it looks like your character is going to have basic stats like, say, movement speed, and your items, whatever you have equipped or worn, or whatever's in your hands, will modify those stats. So let's say your movement speed is 100%. You put on some special sneakers, and that gives you a 5% speed boost. So now you're up to 105, right? So let's say you go ahead and you shoot yourself up with an adrenaline shot, right? That's another 10%, bringing it up to 115.5. But then you bring up your gun and aim down your sights, and that slows you down by 50%. But let's say an awesome custom stock that you have added to your gun increases your ADS by 50%, so now you're only down 25%, setting your final speed multiplier to 86.625%. Math. Anyway, you get the idea. All the stuff that you're carrying or wearing will have some kind of effect on your character stats. So much more robust than it was in Unturned 3, clearly. So yeah, this looks really, really nice. I'm getting very excited for Unturned 4. I cannot wait. So that's pretty much it for this devlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you want to see more of these, just let me know. Leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and I will gladly keep you guys apprised in the future if any more of these updates come out. And we'll take a look at them together and discuss them in the comments. And hopefully we'll get to play sooner than later. And with that, my friends, we're going to call it quits. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.